Hi friends, our first year improvement examination is drawing near. So this class is specifically designed for your A plus in first year improvement examination, and A plus aspiring students can make use of these notes that I am giving you. And one thing I can assure you that if you have the ideas, all the ideas in your mind when you appear for the examination, these notes will help you to have a flow at the tip of your pen, because from each lesson, every lesson, the essence, the gist of each lesson is imparted to the students, and they accumulate, they absorb the ideas in that notes. And if any type of questions, any kind of questions, you can boldly address if you know these notes from that particular chapter. For example, we start with Gandhi. Then Gandhi came. And we have got a note here. And any question, it can be short answers, it can be paragraphs, it can be essays, it can be conversations, whatever it is, whatever kind of questions are being asked for the public examination, improvement examination from this lesson. For example, from this lesson, then Gandhi came. Only you learn, you try to understand, you try to imbibe the ideas in this note. That will help you to improve your marks. So let's go to it. From Gandhi, a speech is designed. I designed a speech, and from other lessons I will take different type of questions. From here I used a speech, because speech is a frequently asked questions for your public examinations. How to start a speech, how to end a speech, what is the technique, and what are the points you have to incorporate, you have to include in your answers. And a typical best answer is given here as a note. So these ideas you can take, don't by heart. Underline that word, don't by heart these notes, because if it is by hearted, it will be a Xerox copy of my notes. So your contribution is nothing in the answer sheets when you by heart it. Don't by heart it. Try to understand the ideas. Try to take the beautiful expression in it. The idiomatic expressions are there in it. All those expressions you can have in your mind, and that will help you. Okay, for the coming examination. Let us go to the speech. Okay, first, respected principal, distinguished personalities on and off the dais, my dear friends, good morning one and all. This is the ideal beginning for a speech. Simple words, but very effective to impress an audience. Respected principal, distinguished personalities on and off the dais. Dais means Vedi. My dear friends, good morning one and all. I am pleased to be the one chosen for delivering some words about our Bapuji. I am so happy, so pleased means so happy to be one among chosen, and that means I was selected to deliver, to speak some words about our Bapuji. Our Bapuji. You know who Bapuji is. Once Einstein said, You know who Einstein is. I need not explain who he is. This Einstein, the greatest icon from the science field, this Einstein once said, generations to come will scarce believe that such a man in flesh and blood walked upon this earth. These are the words of Albert Einstein about our Gandhiji. Generations to come will scarce believe. The next generation will not believe. Scarce believe means will not believe that such a man, who is this such a man? Gandhiji, in flesh and blood, walked upon this earth. Next generation will not believe such a man was walking on this earth. Such power our Gandhiji has got, because he is such a great personality that influenced all over the world. Outside India, Gandhiji is being respected, honored, acknowledged, and he is getting recognition day by day, because he is the top towering personalities ever produced on this earth. Okay, Gandhiji was a politician with the dangerous quality of being honest to the core. Gandhiji was a politician, and what was his quality? Honesty. And it's a dangerous quality. Interesting, isn't it? What do you feel about a politician, a present politicians? What image do you get about a present politician? A politician is a liar, and he is corrupt, and he is cruel, and he do anything to get power, to grab power. And that is the image you get when you meet a politician. But Gandhiji was not. Gandhiji was a politician, no doubt, but Gandhiji has a dangerous quality. It is a sarcastic remark. Dangerous quality of being honest to the core. Gandhiji was honest to the core. That's a dangerous quality for the present politicians, right? And a victorious fighter. Gandhiji was a victorious fighter, and he was a fighter, and he was victorious. He succeeded. He was successful in his fight. And what were his weapons? With the truth and non-violence as the main weapons. Gandhiji used these two main weapons, truth and non-violence. Can you believe it? Can you imagine it? What are the present weapons used all over the world? Hydrogen bomb, nuclear bomb, missiles, ballistic missiles. These are the different weapons used by the powerful countries to kill innocent women and children all around the world. But Gandhiji was fighting against the powerful, the British in those days. And Gandhiji was a man of wisdom and humility. Gandhiji was a man of wisdom, wisdom, vivegam, and humility. Humility means vinayam. These are the qualities, essential, quintessential qualities a person should have. Who reached out to common folk. Who reached out. Gandhiji was stretching his hands. He was trying to be one among the poor people. He has always risen superior to the top towering personalities ever produced on earth. Gandhiji is above all the top towering personalities ever produced on the earth. That is our Bapuji. Gandhiji should be there today in present India, no doubt. And the essence of his teaching was fearlessness and truth. The essence, the central idea of his teachings. Gandhiji was teaching people many things. And the essence, the central idea of all his teachings was fearlessness, pedikkadirikka, and truth, satyasandharaga. And the more truthful you are, the more fearless you become. If you are more truthful, if you are more honest, if you are more trustworthy, then you will become fearless. then why should you fear anyone? If you are okay, if you are honest, if you are truthful, if you are 100% okay, you need not fear anyone. So that is the point Gandhiji put forward. Like a psychoanalyst, Gandhiji was a psychoanalyst. He was like a psychoanalyst. Who is a psychoanalyst? Manashastra Vidatta. He probed deep into Indians and changed their mindset. And Gandhiji was creeping into the mind of the people and changed their mindset. Actually, all problem lies in your approach, in your mindset. If you are not ready to change your mindset, no one can change you. No one can take you forward. Okay, so your mind, first of all, your approach, your attitude is to be changed to good qualities. Okay, so Gandhiji was peeping into the mind of the people, and there were a lot of problems in the mind of Indians, and he cleaned all those dirts, and those polluted minds were cleaned by Gandhiji, and Gandhiji changed their mindset. His call of action was twofold, and Gandhiji called for two actions. What are they? Challenging and resisting British rule. This was the first Gandhiji's call of action. He advocated, he exhorted, he requested, he commanded the people of India to challenge and resist British rule, to fight against British rule. And the second one, fighting against our own social evils. These were Gandhiji's two actions. The first one, to fight against the British, and the second one, to fight against our own social evils. You might have heard about the sati, child marriage, untouchability, and caste system. You have heard in Hathras in UP. A Dalit girl was raped, kidnapped, and killed brutally only because she is coming from a Dalit family. Okay, and Gandhi dreamt for an India where the poorest would feel secure. What was Gandhiji's dream after independence? What kind of India we should design, we should make after independence? And his India was where poorest would feel secure, the poorest man in India, the person who is at the last ladder of the social hierarchy, and that the poorest man would feel that I am secure, I am okay, I can live here in India with confidence, I will get whatever I want. And India where there is no low or high class people. That was Gandhiji's second dream about India. In India there is no low class people, high class people, where all people are considered equal. Such an India he dreamt. And the curse of untouchability, intoxicating drinks, Manishane Maikikadatunna Madhyam, would be abolished. This is the third dream of Gandhiji, an India where there is no curse of untouchability and there is no liquor available in India. This would be abolished, wiped out from India. An India where all communities would live in perfect harmony. This is the fourth dream of Gandhiji. An India where all religions, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Parsis, Sikhs, whoever it is, all Indians would live harmoniously, happily, giving and taking from each other. And such an India was Gandhiji's dream. For Gandhiji, Indian culture is a fusion of all traditions. According to Gandhiji, Indian culture, Indian civilization, it is not mere Hindu, it is not mere Muslim, it is not mere Christian, it's a fusion of all religions, all traditions and religious tolerance he not merely preached. Gandhiji religious tolerance not merely preached, advised, but practiced. So many people are speaking about religious tolerance, but they are not religiously tolerant. In their inner self, they are not religious. But Gandhiji was not. Gandhiji was speaking about religious tolerance and he was practicing it in his life. And he sacrificed his life for it. You might have heard about it. Gandhiji was assassinated, killed by Nathuram Vinayak Godse, a fascist. And why this man killed him? Because Gandhiji stood for all religions. He stood for religious harmony. And actually a religious fanatic, ഒരു മതഭ്രാന്തൻ, killed Gandhiji because his complaint was that Gandhiji is not favoring his religion. That's it. Okay. This is the first paragraph of the notes I have already read.